These two areas, the first and last, you can collapse. Whenever you need, you can come back. Right?
Okay.
Can you see them? So when you click this one, it will hide. Immediately, if you want, you can come back. And you will have every set of resource which we are going to be using for the lab will be available here. Now, if you would like to see the scenario, you can see the scenario. This is the scenario, right? This scenario. Similarly, if you would like to see the topology, if you click the topology, you will get the topology. This is the resource that we have. Similarly, job aid, which will be talking about the IP addresses, usernames, passwords, all those information will be there. So
Okay.
the identity services engines IP address is 10.10.10.30. Username is admin. Then what is the password? Password will be there. See, small, right? All the passwords are this 1, 2, 3, 4. QWER. This is what we have it, right? Username is admin. Password is this. It may be, the username alone may be varying depending on the component that we are connecting to it. Okay, let me go here. If I choose this admin PC, I will get the desktop of admin PC. Can you see this? Similarly, if I choose the client PC, I will get connected to the client PC. And it will be prompting for the usernames and password. Okay, now I'm just going to be giving you another tip here. So step-by-step instructions will be there on the left-hand side of your. So this is your first step. What you have to do, you have to connect to your admin PC and then open up your browser, the Firefox.
Must it be Firefox?
Sorry?
Must it be Firefox? You can't use any other browser, right?
You can, but here the certain settings has been done on the background.
Okay, okay.
So you whatever the browser is said, please go ahead and use it.
Okay.
Right? Now, once you go there, either you can type the address here. I'll give you the full screen also. Don't worry. I will show you how this full screen will come up. Now, once you are done with this, all you have to do is what? https://ISE1.abc.public. Either you can type that one, or you can also see a bookmark got created. Can you see that?
Nice one.
Either you can type the address here, or you can also click this one. Now, once you click this one, you can see the service is getting initialized. Now, once the service got initialized, you can see the login page. While this is getting loaded, I will share you the details like the other part of it. Can you see this double box over here on my mouse pad?
Yeah.
When you click this one, you will get this window popped out of this browser. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Right. Now you can keep this one. Right. So you just need to, this window will give you a better view on the work environment. But what will happen to the instructions page? All you have to do is minimize this window when you read this document. It is not necessary to do everything in a hurry. So first understand the step. So we already accessed this one, right? Access the Cisco ISE administration interface by opening Firefox and navigating to so-and-so address. We are done with this. The next step says what? Log in to the Cisco ISE GUI with the username admin and password 1234QWER. Then use the main menu to navigate to Work Center's Network Access Overview. This is where you have to get into it. But the thing is, you may not be familiar with this environment, right? So what we want is, if you want to know where this option could be, can you see a button called Show Me?
Yes.
When you click this button, you can see where this option available. Can you see that? So Work Center, network access, and then overview. This is the page you are going to be getting into. I'll show you that. Now, once again, you're just going to be using your mouse to get back to your browser window. Let's wait for a while. Once it is done, now I'll be expecting the first step. I will demonstrate the second step. Let's see Bola how she is doing. This environment I booked it because this is going to be simple for you when you start doing these exercises. So like how I demonstrate, similarly the same setup, the same environment on which you are working now. Now you can also adjust the screen now, like what? To have a larger visibility of the instructions area. Yes, now it is loaded. Can you please give the username and password? Do you remember what is the username and password?
I think the username is admin.
Yes. Password?
The password is 1, 2. I'm not sure. I have to go back.
Now go. I'm just stopping controlling your machine now. Can you please go to the other browser window? Choose this instructions area. Find the password. Go up. No, not required. Not required. Now here itself the password is given.
Okay.
See, just scroll up. Here it. No, come down.
Can't you copy the password and put in there?
Here it is. Can you see the password?
Oh Lord. Why is this?
Mr. Gopi.
Yes, please.
Can't she copy the password and just put in there?
No.
It won't go. Okay.
No, it is controlled.
Yes, I've seen it.
Exactly. This is the username, but this is the password that you have to use. Username is given, password is also given. Now, can you use this password? 1234 QWER.
1, 2, 3, 4.
QW in caps.
Yeah. QW caps, then small letter ER.
Okay. Now you have logged it. You don't need to save. If you want to save also, it is not going to be saved. Choose don't save or save. Whatever you prefer, you can do it.
Save.
Okay. Now, next step is what? You have to go into Work Center, menu, Work Center, Network Access, Overview. This is where you have to get into. How do you do that one? On top left, you can, go to the labs browser. On top left, can you see the 3 lines? Cisco ISE, Cisco ISE button is there. Cisco ISE, and then left, you can see 3 lines. Click on that. Now you can see the Work Center, Network Access, and then Overview. That's it. So wait. Now you have to start reading the third step on the lab guide. Yes. Scroll down. Now what it says.
So from the menu on the left, choose Introduction, and then on that one, prepare identity stores, click the external identity stores link.
Okay. Now what it says, you have to get into the introduction and then click on the prepare identity stores and then click on external identity stores. Now connect to your lab. Now you are already on introduction. Number 1, prepare. Can you see that option under the identity stores, external identity stores? Yes. Means you're using this menu to create an area where this external identity stores could be configured with your identity services engine. So while you're doing this exercise, don't blindly follow the steps. Try to understand what each and every step is going to be doing. Yeah, choose that option. Now what next? You're getting an idea, right?
Yes.
Now I'm going mute. I'm going to be watching you. If you stuck somewhere, I will help you. Rest of the team, can you see the screen, right?
Yes, we can.
And this is the same kind of environment everyone will be following.
External active. Prepare external active introduction.
If you don't know how to do it, just click show me. It will tell you, show me. It's the easiest way to know where to do it.
Okay.
That's correct. But use that as lost restaurant.
Sorry, Mr.
That's
Gopi.
correct. Correct, Joseph. What you're saying is correct.
Sorry, Mr. Gopi. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, if I type in the URL right now just on the regular browser, is it gonna load the
Regular browser in the sense on your machine.
yes, on my machine?
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. Because we
Okay.
have connected to the lab, which is
Okay.
hosted in the cloud. And from that, we have taken the remote desktop of a machine. On that
Okay.
machine, we are carrying out these exercises.
Okay, so it's not even though it's public, you can't even access it.
No, no, it's not going to happen like that.
Okay, all right. So I just want to confirm that. Thank you.
Input, join point. Okay. We like to join or access node to the Active Directory now. Let me see if there's any instruction. Okay. Yes. Okay. Are you guys following me? It feels good to be a lecturer, Mr. Gopi.
Teacher,
Are you
teacher,
guys
one,
following?
teacher, one joke.
Teach us well, oh, teach us well, oh.
Did you see, teacher?
No carry me go where I don't know.
All right. So you have two scroll buttons over there, okay? So, right. So the
Okay.
thing is what you need to remember what you are doing, and you also need to understand what is the process which is happening here to achieve our goal. The whole lab's goal is what? Integrating the Active Directory with the Identity Services Engine. ISE will treat Active Directory as an external identity store. In Active Directory, we have all the details which has been pre-configured. All right. Now, you can proceed. I'm just going mute.
Okay. Use the credentials of username, administrator, and password. Check the specified. Okay. I move this up. I can't see.
You have one more scroll button on the right side. Can you see that?
The
No.
extreme right.
This
Extreme
one,
right,
this
the next
extreme,
one.
yes. Extreme
No,
right. Correct,
extreme
correct.
right.
Extreme right.
The extreme still go right. No,
Not this one, right?
no.
No, 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 don't do
The
that.
extreme right.
Go,
Still go right.
here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything about store this credentials? Check the specified modify the
Specific
DN value.
organizational save
Match
it matches
following.
DN value.
That part you no need to do that one. That has been done on the behind the scene. It's okay. You
Okay.
can ignore that alone.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Okay. Yes. It has been added.
Close.
ISE.
Okay.
So click OK. Okay, I've done that.
Close the
When the
button.
process has been completed, click the close button. Okay. In the next few steps, you will run diagnostic tools. Okay. Pick the ISE node from the list. This one. On the toolbar, check diagnostics tool. Observe the different test names.
Mommy, when you're done, just leave the door open.
Observe the different test names. There are some tests are external, referenced by the joint point. Some are internal, joint point.
Points.
Let me see. Show me.
Okay.
Oh, that's 13.
This time.
Okay. Take the run test now button. The test may take a few seconds to.
Left.
Thank you. Successful. After the test completed, notice that the status of each test is successful. Is successful. Okay. Optionally, click View Test Details from the toolbar to view a test-based output report. You can copy data from this output and use it as a baseline to compare against in the future. Click View Test Details from the toolbar to view a test-based output report. Okay, let's just view a test report and see how that looks. Optionally, click View Test Details. Where is that? Okay. No, not all. Let me do just one. Are you guys following?
We're following you.
Yes, I am.
No. Sorry for test with warning status. So all the tests were successful. There's no one that failed. There was no warning status. Okay. System helped. Okay. I'm done with you. Thank you. You may also click any of the results and remedy hyperlink for the text-specific output. Where is that? Okay.
You have to choose the respective testers. No. What I'm saying is, can you see that TGT was obtained? That under the result and remedy, you can see the hyperlink. Now, under the results and remedy, come down. You can choose those links under.
Okay.
So any of the test results, if you'd like to see the results and remedy, you can click on individual links to see the same thing. What you have done, chosen it and view test results, right? Similarly, you can choose here and view the details of it.
Oh, okay. That's We'll add Active Directory attributes to the, okay. Let's see. In the left pane of sources, under Active Directory, let me see where that is. Click this, then click the groups. Okay. Empty. Click the Add button on the toolbar and choose Select Groups from Directory. Cisco has expanded the filter capabilities in selecting groups from Active Directory. Leave the type filter as all and click the Retrieve Groups button. Type filter as all and retrieve groups. Let me check it in. Leave the type filter as all. Okay. Lower and click the retrieve groups. Change the type filter. Where is that one? Type filter. Okay.
Yeah, that one, right? Yes, that one ready.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yes.
Say global.
Yes. and retrieve
and
group.
retrieve the group again.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, the retrievable. The resulting list is now likely more. Okay. Mr. Gopi, what does that mean? If you look at the first part, it said that it did explain that not all groups is it relevant to the policy. Then when I now selected the, what step am I?
See, there are certain groups which have been categorized into global. Okay. So in Active Directory, there will be so many groups. Every group is going to be having certain users into it. And those groups have been categorized into global category. So you are interested in viewing the groups which are in global category. In your environment, it may be different. Some of the groups you would like to see as a general group itself. See, the integration part allows you to view from your eyes what are all the groups are available in your Active Directory, right? So while you are viewing that one, you have the choice of doing the filtering with respect to retrieving the groups on your Active Directory, right? So global is the parameter. When you pass this parameter on Active Directory, it applies as a filter, and the groups which falls under this category is what going to be shown to you. See, when you choose all, the type filter, all the groups that are available in Active Directory is shown to you. And then you have to click on the right. So all the groups are available to you.
That's 61.
Right?
Yeah.
So can you see this one? Group type is built-in, domain local. The group type, under the group type, you can see every group has been defined as certain type on Active Directory, not in ISE.
Okay.
Right? So what you are interested now, you would like to see the groups which are classified under the global category. Now for that, you choose the type filter as global, right? And then you are retrieving them. You are not creating these groups on ISE. These groups are already created under Active Directory, and you are trying to see them from your identity services engine. So one thing you are confirming here, the communication between the identity services engine and Active Directory is happening. At the same time, you can pass on the attributes which is being processed by your Active Directory. Right? So these groups, maybe you will be using later on in later exercises. In, I think in 4th exercise, you will be using this one. Yesterday, you remember I was adding this, the contractors, employees, you remember?
Yeah, yes.
These groups is what we are going to be using later in our policies. Before we start configuring the policies, we ensure that those groups are available in the Active Directory or not. While we are integrating the Active Directory with ISE, we are confirming that. That's all.
Mr. Gopi, sorry, one question.
Yes, please.
So what's the difference if we use the domain local? What's the difference between the domain local and the global?
Built-in local, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, if I have to explain this one, I need to talk from the Active Directory's perspective.
Okay.
So which is currently not required for us. If you want, I will discuss about this in our next class. I will tell you what all the categories are available.
No problem.
Here in this lab, understand that there are certain groups which are available in our Active Directory. If you require, those groups can be used by the Identity Services Engine for verifying the user belongs to which of the group, and then it can be used for authorization as well. That's the point here we are trying to understand.
Any other question?
Yes, Bola is very much eager.
Question, man.
Please ask your questions now.
Well, you should be the one. You should be the one answering the questions, not Mr. Gopi.
Very soon,
Are you
everyone will be the
exposing
person
me
to answer.
now? Let's not wash our dirty linen outside now.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
You're
step
good.
19. Okay, next, change the type filter. Use the drop down to click. We've done this, right? So we are on 20. Even when selecting just the global groups, there are several groups that you will not need Cisco ISE to know about for network access. Click only the following groups to use in the Cisco ISE configuration, then click OK. So I have to click all of it, the help desk, net admin, nurses. Okay, let's do
Yeah.
the one
These
after
are all the
the
groups we are using in our authentication and authorization policy. Hope you remember yesterday's demonstration. I have used these groups and all. So before we use them, we are fetching those groups and making an entry in your ISE so that later on we can verify this.
But on some, sorry, Mr. Gopi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, but maybe in an organization or in a working environment, they will have their own list of
Yes.
So you have to know what you're selecting, not like this is not like US
yeah,
group.
of course.
Not exactly the same groups we can see in your organization. Organization to organization, the groups could be varying. Similarly, you will have a policy within your organization. You will get this clear instruction, which are all the groups that you have to be using in Identity Services Engine. Here, we are learning how to get those groups information from the Active Directory.
Okay. All right.
Right? The groups may be different from organization to organization.
Okay.
But this is the procedure of doing it.
Okay. All right. No problem. Go down, Bola. Admin, computer and users.
Then the domain
Yeah.
admin
Admin, yes. Computer.
and computer.
Go
That's
down
all.
again.
How many do we have
No,
altogether?
users. I think users are there.
Okay.
We need one more. Go down all the way. Users, yes.
User. Let's see. 8. Okay. Very good. Click OK.
On your right, you have to scroll, or extreme right scroll you have to do. Extreme right scroll. Here it is, this one. Yes.
Okay. Going back.
No, not the next one.
The other
The
one.
next to that.
It's
The
the
next
next
to
one.
that.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Ah,
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, then click the attributes tab. Way in order. 2, 4, 3. Yeah. Click the add button on the toolbar and choose select attributes from directory. That's what it says. Let me go back. I'm not sure what I did. Add.
You simply
Yeah,
added the attribute, not from the directory. Yes.
Then
Mr. Gopi.
Yes,
Sorry,
please.
Mr. Gopi. So, because now that she's doing that, does it have any implication if she saves? Because if anything happens, all the stuff
If you save it, whatever the configurations as of now you have done, that gets applied. But once
Mhm.
again, you need to come back to the same window, and then you have to click on these attributes. And those
Mhm.
attributes is what you're going to be using in policies later on. You can come
Okay.
back and then you can do it. It is not going to be a problem here,
Okay. Okay. I
right?
just want to
But
make sure in case if you lose
no,
network or
nothing will
something.
happen. Nothing will happen.
Okay. Okay. Go back. Go back, Bola. You need to close this one entirely.
Sorry, this one? No. In the sample user or machine account, enter employee 2 and click the retrieve attributes button. So here, I'm not
That's
sure.
where you have to, yes. You have to
So I have to
enter
type it in?
employee 2. You have to type
Okay.
employee 2.
I was thinking I will see it come up. Employee 2. Employee 2.
Retrieve.
Click, okay.
How you have added the group. Similarly, you are going to be adding the attributes. And again, organization to organization, these attributes which we are going to be using may also be varying. Attributes are
Okay.
nothing but the characteristics of an element. Like if you take your CV, and all of the CVs, they will be having a field called as what name, right? So my CV, I will be having a name attribute. In your CV, you will be having name attribute, right? And then the values will be different for everyone. Even though all the CVs will have name as an attribute available, the associated value to that attribute will be different. In my CV, my name attribute will be having the value as Gopi. In Stanley's CV, the name attribute will be having Stanley as the value. So we call the combination of attribute and value as AVP. AVP is nothing but attribute value pair. Keep this one. Keep. No, don't close. No.
Keep.
If you click that one, the lab could have been closed. Then we
Oh,
have
Lord.
to initialize, and then we have to start doing every exercise from the scratch.
Oh no.
Bola, I think it's down. Click. No, scroll down.
Yeah, I selected the wrong one first. So
Yeah.
I
Scroll
think
down.
the
The other
second
is
one.
down.
Okay, the user
Yeah, it's down.
principal.
Yeah, okay, right
This
there.
one,
Yes.
then okay. And save. The attributes are shown alphabetically in the list. Okay, note. Only set attributes will be shown if one count does not have an attribute such as the title of department. The different account does. It will show those attributes when retrieving. Okay. On the accounts will be attributes set. Okay.
Mr. Gopi, sorry.
Yes, please.
So companies, the company will let you know the groups and the attributes that they use.
To be used, yes.
Okay. All right.
And probably during the operation, they may be asking you to add another attribute also. But you should know which attribute to be used, right? So for that, they will share the information. Once that attribute has been included in your ISE, later you can use that group and attribute anywhere in your policies.
Okay.
And these attributes, it's not that every company will be using the same set of attributes. How we have different groups. In my company, I may have net admins, users. In your company, it's not necessary that you have to use the same set of groups. You may use different groups.
Okay. But these attributes, are they preloaded in the ISE or do they have to
No.
be
These attributes are available in Active Directory. We are loading
Okay.
those attributes from Active Directory into ISE so that we can use this one in the ISE policy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, now which means my question now is it pre loaded in Active Directory for all the Active Directory, or do companies have to specify how the attributes are, like configure it on their
Exactly.
own?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
when a user is logging into the network, ISE will collect the information, the username and password, and forwards it to the Active Directory for the validation purpose. Similarly, ISE can also collect some attribute information from the user and checks those attributes inside their policy. Based on those attributes being used, the user may be associated to different groups altogether.
Okay.
They may be
Okay.
given with an authorization like a full access. They may be given access like what? Read only. You can define those things later on.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Mr.
Yeah.
Gopi,
Yes,
Active
please.
Directory.
does it mean that not everything that you have in the Active Directory will be imported on ISE? It depends
Not
on which.
necessary.
Okay.
If
So
it is required, you can, but you are overloading the equipment, right? See, a security guard who is sitting in front of your office, he just need to check whether your access card is valid or not. When you are showing your access card to the door, it should open. If it is not opening and you're trying to do something, by that time the security guard will stop you. That's all. He no need to know what is your role inside your organization. What is your important? He doesn't need to know anything about it.
Okay. Okay. Am I in the right place, guys?
Bola, you're too fast. Mrs. Bola, can you slow down a little bit?
I think okay.
You tell you what.
Gobi is very slow to take it, which is good. But I just want to do it, pa.
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought we were all moving together. I even thought I was too slow.
She
So that's why
she is in the professional mode now.
Thank you, Mr. Gopi. Thank you. Thank you for the part. The back. Only that I'm lost right now, people. I need help.
That is the
Change
step.
your
That is the
authentication.
step.
That's where you go. Yeah, you're in 30.
Change the authentication type to local. Where do we change that? Okay. I figured. To local. Then enter the username employee1. The other one we did was employee2.
No, we just imported the attributes of employee 2.
Employee2.
Right.
Okay. Click the test button. Okay. This one doesn't need password. No.
We are
Okay.
not authenticating the user. We are just seeing whether this user is available in Active Directory or not. That's why we chosen the option like authentication type of lookup. Look for this user's availability on Active Directory. We are not validating the password.
Okay. You explain the Caballeros pattern, the MC, RPC. Okay. Observe the output shown under the authentication result tab. Be sure to scroll down to view the processing step section. Then click the groups and attributes tab and observe the details there as well. Observe the output shown under authentication result. Okay. Then what? Be sure to scroll down to view the processing step section. Where is that?
It's success. It's here in the middle.
Okay, the processing steps. Okay.
You can see that the user belongs to which group as well. That's what the point we are trying to say. It's okay, fine. We can move on.
Okay. So let's change the authentication to okay, Cabells. Let's see. We run the test. Okay, in the password. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 QW. AR. Oh,
We're too fast. See, you closed.
Mr. Gopi,
Yes, please.
I think I've messed up.
No, you did
What
not. Just
happened?
go back again.
I should go back. Right
Yeah,
now,
just
is it diagnostic tools or where?
go to ABC Public. Go back to ABC Public.
ABC Public.
On the left side, yes.
Yeah. Click that. You know, you're supposed to know the process. You're not supposed to be reading it.
Exactly, that's the point.
See,
So
Yeah.
when we do an activity, we need to understand what we are doing, so that obviously, even if you forget the stage, the step which you are performing, you really can go back to that area.
Mr. Gopi, you know, I'm trying to assimilate on pick everything step by step. So
That's okay. That's okay. Now that see what you have done is you just tested for the username and password,
yeah.
right? Nothing else you have done. So don't worry. Just
Okay.
double click this ISE.abc.public. Yes.
This one, right?
Yeah. So the testings and all done, right? Can you see the test user button over there on top? No. The
Yes.
that is the stage you
Okay.
were in.
Oh,
Now you
okay.
have
Okay.
chosen instead of
Oh,
authenticate Kerberos, the username is employee1. Okay. You can move on your own pace.
Yeah. Then the
1,
password.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3,
1,
4. Capital Q.
WER.
Yes.
And I think it's run the test again, right?
Yeah,
Then test button. Okay. Okay. Next 1, 2. So the output shown under the authentication result. Be sure to scroll because the same thing. Yeah.
It's at the top. You already passed it. It says success.
Yeah.
Authentication result.
That's it. Okay. For the next change your language. Okay. So we're doing this too. And click the test. This does not require password. So Mr. Gopi, how come it's only the Caberos that we have to enter the username and password?
See, we are simply checking the availability of the user with the directory. That's all. We are not validating the user. I'm asking the identity services engine to look for whether this username is available with Active Directory or not. That's all. We are not verifying the user's authenticity. We're just checking whether this user is available or not.
It's possible you have users on Active Directory that are not, maybe they are no longer active. Is that what you're
Sorry?
saying, Mr. Loki?
Sorry. No, what I'm trying to say is, see, when you are logging in, you present your username, which is your identity. And you are entering your password, which is used to prove that you are the owner of that identity. Correct?
Mhm.
Just
No.
believe it. Hard
Sorry?
to read. And Jesus said, you shall see whatsoever.
I think someone's system is
How many of us
What
know
happened?
what the Bible say? So learn to
Mr. Paul.
say the things
Okay.
you want.
Someone's
Oh, okay.
JP, can you
Okay.
mute, please? Abizi?
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So when we check for the username alone, we request the identity services engine to send the details to the Active Directory. Now, Active Directory will confirm whether the given username is available with their database or not. We are not validating whether this password is associated with that username or not. Here, we are just checking. Can you please tell me whether this user is available in your database or not? We are looking for the username. That's all. We are not validating the identity of someone. If you're going to be validating, then obviously you need to pass on the username. Sorry, you have to pass on the password as well.
okay.
We are
Mr.
not validating it. Yes, please.
So what's the difference, just in a simple explanation, what's the difference between the Kerberos lookup and the is it MSRC or something? What's the
RPC,
difference?
MSRPC. Right.
Mhm.
See, now, when you say lookup, you are going to be considering only the availability of the username with the database, the Active Directory. That's all. Right?
Okay.
RPC and lookup, both are going to be using the same thing, but a different service. RPC is nothing but remote procedure call. That's a service which is running on my Active Directory, using which this lookup is happening.
Okay.
When it comes to Kerberos, it's an authentication protocol. So if I use Kerberos, it is mandatory to give the password as well. So I'm claiming that I'm Gopi or employee 1. Okay. Along with your checking the username, you also need to verify. Sorry? I don't understand.
Is Obuke stuff?
Okay.
Obuke, please
So,
can you mute yourself?
okay. When you choose this authentication type to Kerberos, now ISE and AD is going to be interacting with each other to verify the identity. It also need to supply the password.
Okay. Okay.
Right? When it comes to MSRPC and lookup, it simply sends the username to Active Directory for the confirmation on availability of the user, whether this user is with you or not.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
We're going to close the test user authentication window.
Now, the integration part is over.
Yeah.
And you have verified all those things. The next step is configuring those configuring this Active Directory server as an LDAP server. Right? The same server. We know these two servers, we were using it in authentication process. You remember yesterday we created a sequence, the authentication sequence. When ISE is trying to verify the username and password, it is going to be sending that to one of the external identity store. But in our case, we have two. Both is going to be verified, but in which order it has to be verified. That's what is mentioned. The first step,
Okay.
we need to add the server. Active Directory is done. Now, the next step is what? LDAP.
Okay. Okay.
And what we did yesterday, we said the first place to check would be the Active Directory before it moved.
Yeah, we have done that one.
Done that. Okay. This
And
time-
maybe there might be situations where they have only LDAP. They're using only the LDAP, not the Active Directory. Just that's what.
Yes. But in our case, we have to. So we
Okay.
have to
Alright.
set up is it the priority level now? Which one should come first and the one that will come next? In this
Okay.
case, you will configure Cisco ISE to integrate with Elder. You will then configure the Elder group and use attributes and user attributes for use in data tabs. Okay. In the first step, you configure the Elder as an external identity source. Okay. If you are not already there, navigate to, okay, work centers, network access. Okay, let's go back.
No, you are already there in that area only.
Already there, yes. Just LDAP on the left side. Yes. Add.
Then click add in the toolbar. Then configure the following parameters. Add. In the name field, enter LDAP, okay, ABC public.